Good afternoon. I'm Elan with the South Florida Times, and we're coming to you from the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida Classic. Talk to me a little bit about why it was so important for Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida to get involved in this landmark event.
Well, it's a great event. It has tremendous history. It really brings the community together, and we thought it would be a great opportunity for us to be intimately involved in the Orlando community, but even broader than that, the community that is the historically black colleges that play in this game.
Can you tell me that why it was important for you to have health screenings here, or is that something that came later?
No, we're very interested in health and wellness and really look at our company and our mission as being broader than just health insurance. We're very much a health solutions company, and that goes from screening to health and wellness activities and really being involved in helping people.
Thank you, Mr. Garrity. Now, Mr. Lee, um, you actually had the pleasure of being at the Classic last year, and that directly led to the Blue Cross and Blue Shield involvement. Speak to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I had the opportunity of coming last year, and I saw the camaraderie, the friendship, the business that was being exchanged here. But more importantly, the opportunity for us to leverage ourselves with a very important event, an event that gave us an opportunity to push ourselves out to the community, continue to make ourselves more relevant across the entire state of Florida. And I tell you what, when I came last year, it was exciting. And it was something I thought about, and I went back to the organization and basically said, this is something I believe that we should do. And the organization and leadership jumped right on board and said, yes, make it happen.
I have to say that I've been so impressed with the level of commitment that Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida has shown in taking ownership of this event. Do you see this as a relationship that will just continue to grow and grow? We're looking at a landmark million fan, possibly coming through the gates. I'm not sure if that announcement has been made or not, so I'm not going to speak to that. But what do you think that the legacy of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida being involved in the Classic will be?
Well, we've had a broad, not-for-profit commitment to communities for several years now and in the pursuit of health. So we've opened Florida Blue Centers up around the state. We have these types of sponsorships with terrific organizations across the state with an emphasis on the health and wellness of the participants. So we'd see this being a long-term commitment by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida to the Florida Classic.
The halftime show is going to begin shortly. What have you, as a first-time attendee, what have you heard about that, and are you excited?
Well, I've heard great things, and probably everybody in the country who follows sports, and I'm a sports junkie, has seen these marching bands on television. But to be able to see them live is really special. And last night we were there at the Battle of the Bands and had the first taste of that, and I can't wait to see them at halftime today.
Any favorites for who you want to come out on top? That's the hardest question you're going to get.
The team that plays the best. Thank you.
Well, we're going to go with Bethune-Cookman because we had an intern. Their starting center work with us, and we're hoping he does well.
That's a great story. Before we go, I'd love for you to share that briefly with our viewer.
Well, Nate worked in Mark's organization, so why don't you take that one?
Yeah, I met Nate actually last year at the kickoff luncheon, and I made the comment back then that we are committed to hiring young people across the state. So he interned with us for, I think, 4 months during the summer. Did a fabulous job, was very engaged. He did a wonderful job in terms of making presentations across the company. So it's a wonderful experience for him, and we enjoyed it tremendously.
And that story really does speak to the heart of it, because aside from all of the entertainment and the excitement of the fans in the tailgate, it really is at its heart about supporting scholarship opportunities for the young people at these universities. Was that important to your decision to sponsor the game as well?
Absolutely. Health and wellness is intimately connected with education and the opportunities that education opens up to our kids. And so we are very committed to that. So scholarships and all of the opportunities that lead to real employment and good jobs is a value that Blue Cross carries into the community, and we feel very strongly about.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for talking to me. I won't keep you from the game. The halftime show is going to start, and I know my limits. So thank you so much. This is Elan Jackson.